Hi, it's Brad Gilley with Texas Motor Speedway's Total Access, here with the 2010 Indy 500 champion Dario Franchitti. First of all, congratulations, a second Indy 500 win.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it feels good.
You know, I've heard drivers say that the second time they win anything, whether it's a championship, a big race like this, that's the time they can enjoy it. Because, I mean, the first time around, everything's so new and crazy. Do you feel like you can enjoy this one any more now that it's the second time around?
I enjoyed the first one quite a lot, so there is that feeling though of the first time, everything coming at you and you're kind of shocked by it and stuff, especially the demands after winning the Indy 500. So hopefully in the weeks to come I'll get some chance to enjoy it, but unfortunately the way the racing business works, you're looking forward. So I'm just looking for the Firestone 550 this weekend and then Iowa the week after that and trying to win the IZAR IndyCar Series.
Did you have any idea at all going into that race? I mean, obviously you had a pretty good starting spot, but everyone kept talking about Leo and Penske and everything like that. Did you have any idea in the back of your mind thinking they're talking about the wrong guy here?
Well, you always hope that, don't you? You always hope, and it seems that we've managed to fly under the radar and not really be on people's favourite list most of the years that we've done well here, so I don't really care about that too much. I thought on Carb Day, I thought both Scott and myself had both Team Target cars were really good. Whether that was going to translate to the race, I wasn't sure. But by the first lap, I managed to get in the lead past both Team Penske cars. I thought, this thing's pretty good. Let's see how it is after 30 laps. And sure enough, after 20 laps, we're managing to extend the lead every time. So I knew I had a good car, but I was waiting for that little twist that the Indianapolis Motor Speedway always puts in. And sure enough, it came with the last stop.
We're talking with Dario Franchitti, Indy 500 winner. Your first trophy, your first baby Borg that you won for the first race, where is it now, and now where does the second one go?
It sits right opposite my desk, actually, in my office. I have on a shelf, there's the baby Borg. There's a Vancouver trophy because it's a sculpture of my friend Greg Moore, so that sits next to it, and then the milk bottle and all that kind of stuff. But then below it was the 2007 winning helmet, and now the 2010 one is already next to it. So that's sometimes when I'm having a tough day, I can look over there and smile.
That's not bad. And really, when you get your face on the Borg Warner trophy, it's going to look a whole lot different this time around than it did on the first one. I mean, the first one you had no hair, and now look at you.
Yeah, absolutely. There was a funny point on Sunday there, or actually Monday, when Jamie McMurray came up to the Speedway and we had the Daytona 500 trophy, the Indianapolis 500 trophy, and Chip, him and I took some pictures. And afterwards, him and I were looking at the Borg Warner, and he's like, man, look at all these faces. And he started looking at my likeness and just started cracking up, laughing. He's like, whoa, man, different hairstyle. So it is going to look a little different this time.
All right, we had you here in Texas back in February for our media day at the beginning of the season. I remember you eyeballing some sweet new-looking Porsche out there. All right, you're going to get a share of $2.75 million for this winning trophy. Is that at the top of the list now?
Unfortunately, that's already off the list because I got it.
Really? Nice.
I went on a little car buying spree over the winter there, and I'm glad I won the race because I can finally pay for all these cars I've been buying, and my accountant is breathing a sigh of relief because I did want to go a little crazy there. So yeah, and plus I get a pace car, which is nice.
Oh, cool, very cool. You know, Bruton Smith, chairman of Speedway Motorsports, had thrown out there that if anyone wants to try and do the double, the Indy 500 and Coke 600, and can win them both, he wants to put up $20 million. What do you think of something like that?
Well, one of the cars I actually bought was from one of Bruton's dealerships recently, yeah, from the guys in Nashville. So 20 million is a lot of money. I think it's going to be almost impossible to pull it off. It's a great challenge for someone, but my opinion is, for me, winning the Indy 500 is enough. I don't know if you can do both to the level you need. And whether you're a Cup driver or whether you're an IndyCar driver, I just don't think it's going to be easy to do that at all. And also, you've got to make sure you're getting good equipment in both. But it's a nice little carrot, and somebody's going to have a go at it for sure.
You know, looking back, your NASCAR career, you know, unfortunately ended short because of sponsorship issues and whatnot. But really, that was probably the biggest blessing you've had in a while, because that puts you with Chip Ganassi, where you've since won another championship and now another Indy 500.
Absolutely. Things work out for a reason. And my 2008 season going to NASCAR coincided with a real downturn in Chip's NASCAR team, and obviously not having a sponsor, breaking my ankle and all that stuff. And the good part of it was I realized how much I missed driving in the IZAR IndyCar series, how much I just enjoyed driving these cars, and then with the series unifying and getting to go back to all the places that I love to race at, I thought, man, I got to go back, and I jumped in the car, and I haven't regretted it for a minute since. And as we said, everything works out for a reason, and I'm really happy to be where I am and doing what I'm doing.
And finally, Texas, the Firestone 550, just a crazy race historically. We've seen guys back up an Indy 500 win with a win at Texas. How do you feel about it? You know, what's your chance of getting to victory lane?
No pressure then, huh?
Not at all, not at all.
No, I think I'm driving the Energizer car this weekend, so I think between Scott's target car and my Energizer car, we could be in with a good chance, but it's a tough one. It's a tough races, and I haven't quite managed to figure out how to get to victory circle with it yet. But we've made some changes to the cars this year from last year's race at Texas, so I expect it to be very, very close, and with push to pass too, we could see some interesting racing.
There he is, Dario Franchitti, a two-time Indy Car Series champion, now a two-time Indy 500 champion. Thank you.
Thank you.